Oil. Oils of many kinds play a very important part in the life of each of us. If your skin is sunburnt, rub some oil into it. Is your hair too dry? Put oil on them. Oil your bicycle to make it go well. Keep a sufficient quantity of oil in your motorcar engine or you will spoil it. Yes, oil is important in many ways. But the kinds of oil which we use for different things may have different origins. No one would like a dinner cooked in engine oil, and no one should put vegetable oil in a motorcar. There are three main groups of oils: animal, vegetable and mineral. Great quantities of animal oil come from whales, those enormous creatures of the sea which are the largest remaining animals in the world. To protect the whale from the cold of the Arctic seas, nature has provided it with a thick covering of fat called blubber. When the whale is killed, the blubber is stripped off and boiled down, either on board the ship or on shore. It produces a great quantity of oil, which can be made into food for human consumption. A few other creatures yield oil, but none so much as the whale. The livers of the cod and halibut, two kinds of fish, yield nourishing oil. Both cod liver oil and halibut oil are given to sick children and other invalids who need certain vitamins. Vegetable oil has been known from very old times. No household can get on without it, for it is used in cooking. Perfumes may be made from the oils of certain flowers. Soaps are made from vegetable and animal oils. To the ordinary man, one kind of oil may be as important as another. But when the politician or the engineer refers to oil, he almost always means mineral oil. The oil that drives tank, aeroplanes, warships, motor cars and diesel locomotives. This is the oil that has changed the life of the common man. To it, we owe the possibility of flying. It has changed the methods of warfare on land and sea. This oil comes out of the earth. Because it burns well, it is used as fuel, and in some ways, it is superior to coal. Many big ships now use oil instead of coal because it burns brightly. It is also used for illumination. Many homes are still illuminated with oil-burning lamps. The fourth area is the part near the North Pole. When all the present oil fields are exhausted, it is possible that this cold region may become the scene of oil activity. Yes, the difficulties will be great, and costs may be so high that no company will undertake the work. If progress in using atomic power to drive machines is fast enough, it is possible that oil-driven engine may give place to the new kind of engine. In that case, the demand for oil will fall, the oil fields will gradually disappear, and the deposits at the North Pole may rest where they are forever.